Yo, what's up, guys? It's Rick Rom here, and we're already back with a third episode of the Casual Wanderer. It's funny because the Casual Wanderer was supposed to be a series where I play random games, kind of like the Casual Warrior, where I go back and play different ones. But it's funny because Tekken, I think, had like 3 or 2 episodes for the Casual Warrior, and the Wanderer is now going to be on his third episode because we're going to be playing Overwatch. Who knew we were going to see a new character so soon, man? I told you I'm bad at timing these characters in any game, especially with Street Fighter. I'm so fucking behind playing Street Fighter 6 because the new season dropped and they're almost about to drop Alex. And with Fatal Fury, I haven't played Mr. Big, which I do have him. I need to play him real fast. But yeah. Look at this, we're going to be playing some Overwatch. I'm going to go to arcade and I'm going to go to no limits. And let's hope that the new character, Anran, is already ready to be used, you know. Maybe we'll be able to play her. There she is.
The fire in my heart will never burn out.
So everyone's been,
maybe try a little harder.
everyone's already like up in arms because they're saying this is like the Phoenix clone, but honestly she looks like a mix between Phoenix and Psylocke because she has this thing, the like charge thing, which is funny because Star-Lord has like a mini Reaper ult, but she has a mini like Psylocke ult. And this looks like Wu Yang's like mobility. But yeah, it's crazy. We're gonna see a new character so soon, let alone 5 new characters, man. 5 new characters for Overwatch. Let's see what she has. Ignite lasts 1.5 seconds longer or gain 60 over health for each enemy ignited. So we'll see that. So she feels like she's gonna be like the pyro of the game. You know, Ashe already had like a fire type of thing, and Malga also kind of gave you like some burns. But let's see how good she's gonna be. But yeah, you can already tell some people are already gonna be choosing her because she is the new character, and it's going to be hard to be able to play her unless you're doing role queue and someone else is playing a different character to guarantee you the new one. I see a lot of people are going to be using No Limits at first and try her out. So she's definitely going to be the other half of Wu Yang, which is funny because I think this is like going to be the next generation of the siblings. Because, you know, Genji and Hanzo were the first generation Overwatch siblings. Now this is like officially the Overwatch 2 or the next generation because we can't even call it Overwatch 2 anymore. But yeah, and a lot of people did not like her design because she looks similar to Kiriko and most of the other like smaller build females like Juno and Diva. But more characters isn't a bad thing, especially since we're getting 5. The one I'm looking forward to the most is, what's his name? Emre? He looks badass. He looks like a arena shooter or like a Halo Call of Duty shooter. So everyone's gonna be using her like crazy. Oh, there's nobody close. So I guess that stacks fire or burn to other people. Right? She looks like she'll be easier to use than Wu Yang because she's a DPS. Oh, that's good for like mobility and just getting out for like an invincibility frame. But fighting against like 3 Magos, man, you might as well just call it GG's. But it's crazy that Overwatch is turning around. I know I talked about it a bit on my reaction video, which I got a lot of views for that. I'm actually very happy about that. I didn't think it would pull a lot of views, but I'm glad it did, and I'm going to be able to talk about my afterthoughts here and review the new character as well. But man, that trailer was cool. I was pretty much in the hype of it, but yeah, looking back at it, I'm like, holy shit, why did Doomfist get bodied so bad, man? That was not it, man. But yeah, I feel like Doomfist shouldn't have gotten bodied that hard, but apparently the main 3, which is like Sombra, Reaper, and Widowmaker, are not going to be part of the new talent organization because they don't care for the new leader. But I'm ready to see what this game has to offer for future ones. I really hope they do go back to 6v6 eventually, because it looks like they're trying their best to like get old players back and just to make it better for older players. But yeah, maybe they mentioned reworks. Hopefully they rework something for Malga, because this ult sucks, man. Especially that like, oh shit. And she can kill with burns, like I say. She definitely does feel like it's going to be like the pyro of the game from TF2. Holy shit, I'm just getting bodied like crazy here. There we go, yes, he's just like Phoenix ulting. Damn, dude, she's good at doing damage, man. She can stack her burning like crazy. So I wonder if people are going to end up using her more instead of Ashe. Damn, but yeah, she definitely feels like a little bit like more crazier, man. So lore-wise, she's like the better sibling compared to Wu Yang, and that's why she got into the fire school. And Wu Yang's a healer. But you know, hopefully they flesh that out a little bit more. If they give her like a fire or ignite ability, Wu Yang should be able to be putting out fires. That'd be like a perfect contrast for her. You know, like if you have an enemy Wu Yang, you should be able to like take out the fire. Because even in TF2, the pyro could like extinguish friendlies, you know. Oh, you can't use abilities with her in here. Okay, so that's a good rework for him. But she's not bad, to be honest. I was expecting something a little bit more basic, but I guess this is more catered towards like new players, you know. But hopefully people will try out this game a little bit more. I know there's some people that still are not going to be ride or dies for Marvel Rivals. They're not going to try it out, but in my opinion, like I always bring it up almost every video with this, it's like fighting games, man. It's better to have more options in case you get burnout. In case you get burnout and stuff. It's better to have more options, because dude, there's been times where like I'll be playing a game like let's say Street Fighter 6 for a while and I get completely burnt out of it. I'm like, dude, I can't play this anymore. And then I go to Fatal Fury, and when I'm done with Fatal Fury, I'll go to Tekken. And then I won't even be done with Tekken and I'll already log off because I fucking hate Tekken 8. But you know what I'm trying to say is basically it's better to have more options. Competition is always healthy, and we've said this before. I've said it before too when it came to games like Dead or Alive and Tekken, and you know, it's better to have more options, man. It's better to be more open-minded when it comes to playing more than one game, especially from a genre. The hero shooter genre still is pretty new. I know there's been class-based shooters before, but since Overwatch was reigning dominant for a long time, and then Marvel Rivals, and then other games, I think like Valorant or whatever other games, I think there's a new one called like High Guard or something that's getting like a little bit more controversy. But it's good to have more options, man. You should never be complaining about content unless the content is really dog shit like it is in Halo Infinite. But it's crazy to see Blizzard is trying to do a crazy 180. They're really going to try and cater more towards the fans and put in more resources compared to something like Halo Infinite that just gave up and started doing a CE remake, which makes no fucking sense. Apparently that's going to be revealed for the summer, and I'm not really ready for that because I don't give a shit. Xbox, a lot of stuff has been coming out and I'm not really feeling it. But like I said before, it's gonna have to be back on Overwatch. I'm glad I didn't give up on it either. I know a lot of people are still dismissing it. There's a lot of people just like dogging on it, but it's good to have more options, man. It's good to be able to play more stuff. And I've done this before too, where I'm like, I'll get so burnt out like Overwatch, I'll go play more Rivals, and then when the Marvel Rivals matchmaking is so dog water, I go back to playing Overwatch. And then when this has dog shit matchmaking, I just go to fucking Fortnite because I'm like, fuck it, I just solo queue there and grind out the battle pass. But when all that kind of all stacks and pisses me off, I'd rather just go back and play like my genre of choice, which is fighting games, you know, or just play something old school like Halo. Or I'm replaying Ninja Gaiden as well. I'm replaying Ninja Gaiden Sigma because I never played the Sigma versions. I played the vanilla ones, or I played also the when it came to Ninja Gaiden 1, I played Black. But that's gonna be another video. I still need to work on Ninja Gaiden 4. I know I keep putting that off. I'm sorry guys, but yeah, I've been rambling here for a bit. But first impression, she's not bad. I like that she can stack abilities. Fighting 3 fucking Malgus and 2 healers just sounds like running headfirst into a steaming train, dude. But yeah, man, it's crazy to see that so many like new characters on in here. You can basically play a game with just next generation characters. I've always had a soft spot for next generation characters. Excuse me. But I've always had a soft spot for next generation characters. Like my favorite cast in Street Fighter will always be Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. When it comes to Tekken, my favorite cast is Tekken 3 because that's the one I grew up with, and that was like the true next generation. Then there was Overwatch 2. There were some characters I didn't really care for, but some of these characters were pretty badass. But yeah, man. Oh, MKX 2 was a good one too. I love a lot of the characters from the next generation of MKX. The only one I didn't really give a fuck about was Soul Calibur 5, because it was just basically just fucking clone characters, but they were just like not. They were like, it was like Sophia but not Sophia. It's like her son or some shit, or her daughter or whatever. But like I said, man, I feel more optimistic, especially nowadays where everything just feels like everyone wants to be more cynical. There's like a lot of shit going on in the world. But I'm just glad to see that people are getting hyped for this game again. Even though there's been a lot of stupid decisions, like the whole Doomfist overhaul and fucking write-off, which sucked. But at the same time, it's like, damn. There's been a lot of cool stuff, but there was a lot of fumbles along the way, but it looks like they're going to try and fix some stuff. I'm looking at my player card right now, and you see that it has the Wing Zero, and it has Cobra Commander. I did indulge in some of those collabs. I know a lot of people hate those things, but also some people just feel like they were licensing out a lot of things that didn't make sense. But I'll tell you guys a story. When it was Street Fighter's lowest point, a lot of people did not see brightness for the future of Street Fighter 5. That was the lowest point. And then people moved on. They were playing other fighting games. They were playing Guilty Gear, and then they were playing Tekken, playing a bunch of old games or other titles that they didn't care for, and they ended up liking it. And then when Street Fighter 6 came back, you know, it was years of 5 just whoring out the IP. A lot of people bought into all those costumes, and that eventually made Street Fighter 6, you know, there's a lot more time and money being put into that game, and it turned out to be what it is. A lot of people love the game regardless of how I feel about it. I still think SF6 was a success when it came to sequels. And this is like the same thing here, you know, they had to do a lot of collabs. They had to get a lot of skins. They had to like push for all these skins, especially since it went free to play. But things look like it eventually got better. Look, after Deadpool did his whole diss where it says he's the most action-packed shooter, like his inclusion was the most action-packed shooter game out on the market, Overwatch was like, fuck it, we'll drop 5 more characters, and they made their own fucking Jeff, and they're borrowing shit, well, straight up copying shit from Rivals. But in the world of fighting games, with my background, you know, that's not fucking new to me, dude. I've said it in the last one when I was playing Vendetta. But, dude, these fucking games will borrow from each other all the time. And, you know, a lot of people are just now realizing that, or they just completely forget that Rivals was just a straight up fucking copy of Overwatch, you know. But now some people get it, like, how do I say it? Some people just get it now, you know. It's just the way it is, and in order to survive, you have to appeal to like newer and older audiences. But also, you can't just alienate the old ones and just fuck up the game so much, you know. Look what happened with Overwatch 2. All that bullshit happening, and then now it's just now feeling like people are hyped for it again, you know. I insta-locked her. Okay, so I already had to stop the last video because it was getting long, and I download these videos to my MacBook so I can just get better quality when I upload. But yeah, she's not a bad character, man. A lot of people calling her Kiriko 2.0. Honestly, I like her design. I just wish her eyes looked a little bit more like the cutscene or the trailer with Wu Yang's origin story. I thought it would look a little bit better, just differentiate her for a little bit. But we'll see if they even change her design. People are mostly concerned about the eyes because there's this little funny meme going around where people are like, they just palette swap her hair with like Juno, Diva, fucking Galactica, or Galacta from Marvel Rivals. It's funny. But yeah, we'll see how she works in a team comp 5v5. Like I said, hopefully later down the road, maybe in season 2 of the new Overwatch, they go back to 6v6. You know, that way they can surely get a lot more people back on the game. Roll queue is always going to be a thing. I feel like it's been ingrained since like not super early Overwatch, but in Overwatch 1 when it became competitive. But yeah, I forgot. That's like, I keep thinking that's like an install or something. Speaking about Doomfist, look at him right here. But I want to know what the next collab costume is going to be after the fucking Sanrio one. A lot of people are dogging on that. It's funny, I don't think I'll get one. Like a bundle. We'll see, I'll probably just get the Juno one because I like Juno. But Hello Kitty, that's definitely made for like the fucking... Not me as an audience. But then again, it's not like crazy to see them do collabs. At this point, collabs feel like fucking Burger King toys, you know? They're gonna choose a theme and you're gonna get it or you're not gonna get it at this point, you know? Like when you were a kid getting those fucking, what's it called? Happy Meals? But yeah, it's pretty cool. I ran right into the fucking torrent of Bastion's torrent. It's stupid.
Back for another round.
Okay, so that feels like an easy kill. So she definitely feels like she's gonna be an easy mode character. Funny to say that she's more easy mode than Kiriko. Well, Kiriko was never meant to be easy mode. She's a little bit more precise. But yeah. Hopefully they have like banter with her brother, kind of like Genji and Hanzo does, you know. Especially since Genji and Hanzo, everyone in the player base, and including some of the characters, are already older. And like I said, it's crazy to think that this game is like 10 years old now, man. It's insane. But I'm glad. I'm glad I never gave up on it. It's such how do I say this? It's a game that I'm glad it's like getting its footing again, even though it lost a lot of its player base. But people who choose to hate on it or don't want to give it a chance already made up their minds. But people like me who want to see things get better are going to try and see how it gets better. It's crazy to think I'm more hopeful for a franchise like Overwatch than I am with Halo, when you'd think Halo would have a better like chance of being a little bit better, but they just don't seem to care at all, dude. But we'll see how things play out, man. 10 years of Overwatch. At this point, it should have been free to play, because I remember Team Fortress 2 got to that point and then they ended up just selling more cosmetics. I think games eventually turn out like that. Even KI, Killer Instinct, the fighting game on Xbox, eventually went free to play. And there's good and bad ways to do it, but at the same time it's like you can't like paywall everything. I need to get around to playing that League of Legends game, that fighting game, the industry plant game. So we'll see. Oh, that was a good combo. I should have done it immediately. I didn't know he was gonna do this ult. Okay, I think I see potential with her. I like her more than fucking Vendetta. But she has a lot of good ways to get out of there too, especially that E. That's just like an invincible thing, dude. There we go. It's cool to see like a fire type character in here. But she definitely feels like she's gonna be way overpowered. But we're gonna see how the meta changes, especially when they introduce 5 new fucking characters, dude. I want to try out Anran. Who else? The new tank looks cool. I forgot her name. She looks okay. She reminds me of Ultron. I said a pulse rifle when I saw her. But she's basically just fucking Ultron from Marvel Rivals. I guess we could kind of say that Jetpack Cat is like Jeff, but it's just like a new mascot, dude. It's crazy that she can stack shit, but yeah, it's basically Phoenix though. Really do hope she gets like good skins. The main base skin is not bad. I remember when Juno came out, she had like nothing, dude. She barely even had any recolors. Hopefully they do something cool with her. Oh shit, he missed it, dude. Looks like we're gonna win though. But she feels more natural, man. More heroes that have like not a lot of crazy amount of abilities feels like way more better for the game. That way you don't have to remember a lot of shit. Yeah, but she definitely feels pretty cool. She's really tall though. She's taller than Kiriko from what I see. She's like barely reaching Reinhardt shit, dude. That's funny. But we'll see if we can do one more game. So far, like I said, dude, she's not a bad character. Because, well, also this helps out too, because I didn't really get into it, but I mained a little bit of Phoenix when she came out. So things kind of come a little bit naturally, but yeah, in my opinion, she plays a little bit better. Phoenix feels like a little bit more precise, but she feels way more squishy in a way. Hopefully things go a little bit better. Where is she? She's right here. She's here. Nothing. She has nothing yet because it's a trial. But we'll see how far we get into making this video. I know it's gonna be a little bit long. I hate push maps, dude. What's the point of a fucking like map vote if you're just gonna get the same game mode all 3 times, dude? That's something I hope they fucking fix, dude. It has to be a map vote for like different game modes, because at this point you might as well just throw your fucking vote away, man. Because it's like you're gonna get it's a fucking choice between shit, dog shit, and cat shit, dude. There we go. I had the insta locker, dude. I'm like fucking clenching my fist to see if I can get her. But yeah, she does look similar as like most of the other characters, but a bunch of other characters always look the same, man, to be honest. Especially if it's a game that has this type of style, most characters are gonna look the fucking same, man. I mean, even like someone like in the early games, Reaper and Soldier have the same build because they're from the same faction. I remember when Ashe was released, people thought she was just a Widowmaker clone. But look at this, like new generation characters, this just feels so weird to me. I guess this is how like League of Legends players feel like with like new heroes or characters that they get. But just for the sake I'm playing the new character. When it comes to all these new characters, dude, I still think when it comes to Lightning in the Bottle characters, it's fucking the original ones. The original ones are so good, man. The original characters are great. ER is pretty cool. Who else was on the team? Oh, they're all classic characters, but aside from me and the healer. Diva, dude. Diva is iconic, man. Iconic fucking character. No matter how many characters they make, new characters aside from like Juno, Diva will always be my favorite, dude. But when it comes to like my favorite characters to play, it's always gonna be like Genji and Reaper and Reinhardt. But when it comes to actual great characters from the second game, dude, the best character aside from like Juno is fucking Ramacho, dude. And he's finally getting a dance emote, dude. It's like tribute to like Kendrick Lamar dance, dude. It's fucking gold, dude. I love that shit, man. I love Ramacho, dude. One of the best fucking characters ever created. But yeah.
Thanks for having my back.
Yeah, I'm missing most of this stuff. But this I don't know, man. I'm just more optimistic now for this. For particularly this franchise, I am more optimistic, man. I can't say the same for something I wish like Halo or even Xbox as a whole, but this is something I'm like, damn. They're at least trying, and they're not like trying to like how do I say this, disappoint. They really want people back, and they're trying to get new people in from all walks of life. So I appreciate that, and I really appreciate the views I got on the Overwatch Spotlight. Usually when I make Overwatch videos, people don't tune in and watch those. But I'm glad people are like kind of invested in it or want to see what I have to say. But yeah, that is not to say I don't like Marvel Rivals. I love Marvel Rivals, but Overwatch just means so much to me, man.
Appreciate it.
Alright, I see. We're doing good though. But I hate robot pushing maps. Not the best. Game mode. But you expect to see the next few episodes of The Wanderer talk about Overwatch 2. I know I don't want to make it an Overwatch fucking series, but there's some characters I really do want to try out. Fuck. Classic though. Reaper's ult, man, is always going to be classic, man. Oh, I forgot you can revive yourself. Okay, I'll try that out. Okay, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Why aren't I like spawning? Okay, fucking Moira though. But yeah, okay. I forgot about that. But maybe next time I should probably just wait for the res or the respawn. But yeah, a new generation, man. What does this mean for us older players and returning players and people who are just kind of curious about how things are now? Okay, I can stack burning on her. That's cool. Like I said, Wooyang should at least be able to extinguish the fire. Even like a friendly one would be cool. I'm gonna try and hide behind here. Could you imagine like, how great Win would be able to do that? Like having like a better Suzu than fucking Kiriko. I'm not sure if he even has like a lot of like a lot of good player data of people using him. You know?
Glad you're here.
We got the robot! Go, go, go!
Yeah, but I hope you all are enjoying this new series. I like to be able just to talk about stuff that I'm really passionate about and just stuff that I like that I know a lot of people, even in my personal life, don't give a fuck about. Like when it comes to Overwatch. So I'm glad I am seeing a lot of people actually be like interested in it. And I'm really glad to see that there's the YouTube Shorts popping off as well. That's a classic skin for Widowmaker. I forgot. I think he had to like. I forgot which. I think you had to get that through a pre-order or like old, like an old event. Oh, we haven't even talked about Jetpack Cat, man. I really wish they gave it a name, man, because at least like Wrecking Ball, you know, the hamster and Winston have a name, you know. But that they just called it Jetpack Cat. I wonder if they're gonna make Mama Hong though. That should have been a character. There we go. So he definitely got a combo shit. He didn't even
Took the
like,
lead. We have work to do.
he didn't even empty a clip. Alright, let's see. Damn. I wonder who the new poster character is going to be for Overwatch 2. I know at first it was Kiriko and then Gino kind of took over. But we'll see what happens.
Jumping back in.
Oh fuck. And Overwatch has been helping me like do some great aim training like for other FPS games on mouse and keyboard. I'm not really like the best FPS type of game aficionado, I guess, when it comes to games on mouse and keyboard, but I feel like this helps me train a little bit better. I feel like I've been doing a little bit better in Marvel Rivals as well. But Halo is a game I'm always going to play on controller. We'll see about COD, dude. I said I was going to be playing for foreseeable future, but if there's something that catches my eye, I might get it. But if not, I'm still curious about Marathon though.
Take some accountability.
I wonder if she's older than like most of the new characters. I wonder if she's older than like Kiriko. That'd be cool. Damn, fucking Bastion. I forgot they like shrunk him. He was supposed to be like a bigger character, but they kind of shrunk him. Maybe they revert that. Hopefully. But I'm glad they really did make like her into a new character, even though Wu Yang's supposed to be the underdog. She's like the fucking, how do I say, the star child, I guess. But like I said, it's good because it just reminds me of like the Genji Hanzo stuff, and the new generation that's playing this game, they're gonna have like the whole new sibling rivalry going on. But yeah, man, I really do hope people tune in and watch more Overwatch stuff. Maybe if you haven't played this game in years, go back and give it a try. Absolutely care to leave your comments down below. I saw a lot of views on the Overwatch 2 reaction, which is cool because I haven't done a reaction in a while, let alone one for Overwatch. And I hope you all enjoyed the video, man. It's just the first impressions. Saying she's a cool character. Maybe they could like tweak her design a bit, but she'll probably have better skins later down the road. And we'll see what type of collab skin she gets. Maybe she'll get like a Kitana one from MK. Maybe they'll do an MK collab. But she has nothing on here, right? No voice lines, no sprays, nothing. So yeah, this is the trial stuff. But great character nonetheless. Definitely better than Vendetta. And we'll see, dude. After this, we're going to be seeing a new UI, dudes. A new UI. And we're going to see way more organization for the roster. But yeah, this definitely is the end of an era. And I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye and take care.